Okay, here's the first question that you guys had. Starting at a particular time, each car entering an intersection is observed to see whether it turns left or right or goes straight. The experiment terminates as soon as a car is observed to go straight. Let y denote the number of cars observed. What are possible y values? So like I'm asking what's the domain of y, basically.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So you should have said y is 1, 2, 3, etc. You have to make sure that you denote that y is discrete or somehow that y is like a natural number, that it's not going to be a decimal. So 1 to infinity, those are the natural numbers.
Question.
Yes.
Is it like interval notation?
No. Unless, you could say something like this. You could go 1 to infinity and then tell me that y is like an integer or something. Or a whole number, or somehow that it's not going to be a decimal. That would be fine. Okay, next one. A point is randomly selected on the surface of a lake that has a maximum depth of 100 feet. Let y be the depth of the lake at the randomly chosen point. What are possible values of y? Is y discrete or continuous? Okay, what's the domain of y in this case?
0, 0, 100.
Should be 0 to 100. Could be any value between 0 and 100. Is it discrete or continuous?
Continuous.
Continuous.
So it can include 0.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, because if it hits
But
the
it says on the
bottom, it has
surface
to
of
go
the
down a little
lake
bit.
if it's not water.
Like if you're at least touching the surface, there's at least a little bit of water there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So you're saying it should be like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, next one is where we had some issues, it seemed. So this is the one about the earthquake insurance. Find the probability distribution of x. X in this case, this is the number of people with insurance,
Yeah.
right? And then you have the p of x. Okay, either 0 people have insurance, 1, 2, 3, or 4 people have insurance. If no people have insurance, that's 0.8 to the 4th, which is what? 0.4096. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay, so if one person has insurance, that's 0.2 times there are 3 people that don't have insurance. But then you have to multiply by the number of ways that this can happen. If there are 4 people, either the first person has insurance or the second or the third or the 4th person. So then you have to multiply by 4. What does that end up being?
0.4196.
Okay, so this one, 2 people have insurance. So that's 0.2 squared. And then 2 people do not have insurance, so that's 0.8 squared. And then we have to multiply by how many ways it can happen. The 2 people who have insurance can be the first and the second, the first and the third, the first and the fourth, second and third, second and fourth, third and fourth. So there's 6 ways that that can happen. What is that?
0.1536.
0.1536. Okay, this one, for 3. 3 people have insurance, so that's 0.2 cubed. 1 does not, so that's 0.8. How many ways can that happen? Well, the person who doesn't have insurance could be the first, second, third, or fourth. So I multiply by 4.
0.0256.
Thank you. And then for 4, that means all 4 people have insurance. So that's 0.2 to the 4th, which is 0.0016. Okay, so your probability distribution is this, and then those numbers right there. I just ran out of room, which is why it looks so messy. Those have to sum to be 1. So if yours did not sum to be 1, then you did something wrong. Okay, and then the second question, what is the probability that at least 2 of the selected homeowners have insurance? So you're looking for the probability that x is greater than or equal to 2. So that's the 0.1536 plus 0.0256 plus 0.0016. Somebody tell me what that is?
0.1808.
0.1808. Thank you. please make sure that you pay attention to the wording. So I could ask you a question, what is the probability that at least 2 of the selected homeowners do not have insurance? How would you answer that? If I asked you, what is the probability that at least 2 do not have insurance? Yeah.
At least- So, you take the probability that, 2 do have insurance, and then subtract it from 1. Or at most, 2 have insurance, subtract it from 1.
Right. So the way I think about this is this means that 2 do not, 3 do not, and 4 do not have insurance. If this is the number of people that do not have insurance, that means 2 do have insurance, 1 doesn't have insurance, and 0 do have insurance. So the same way to write this is the probability that X is less than or equal to 2. At most, 2 people do have insurance. Does this all ring a bell from Tuesday now? Yes? Kind of? Okay, do we have any questions? Homeworks 1 and 2 are due tomorrow. Do we have any questions on those?